Sup shitters, moves Logan aka Spider Hands, and welcome to Immaculate Reviews, where today we're checking out an artist named Tyler Garrett, and we're checking out a song called Relief. And I think I've listened to Tyler before. It was a while ago, but I'm keen to check out some of his new material. So without further ado, we're going to switch over to here. And Relief is off his EP Undertow. Without further ado, let's hear what we think. Ooh, kick. Got that drum kit going there. The arpeggiated bass. Oh, beautiful voice. I'm loving that pad in the background as well. Nice mix so far, dude. I guess this will be the finale to the EP. To revive us again. I'm loving the delay on those vocals. It's beautiful, eh? And there's a nice kind of distortion on those bass synths as well. I could feel that. Oh, what is that? I loved that. Whatever that was. Please have more of it. Nice subtle layering there. Those vocal harmonies with their stank-ass bass, that it just got swagger for days, but it's classy swagger. How do I say this? There's a whole range of emotions that swept over me. It's just so thug, man. It's so dope. I dig that bass line there in that chorus. It does what it needs to. It sticks in your head. Well done. What God is our love? It's Relief to me. Nice, beautiful messaging there. I love the lyrics to this song, dude. A very soft, vulnerable sounding vocalist, but the technique is there. And by vulnerable, I mean there's like a sort of there's a sensitivity to the vocal style there. I really dig it. It sounds like they really care about what they're singing about. They're really feeling that. So punchy, man. The compression and limiting on this track is pretty tight. And the pre-chorus, beautiful. Signaling with that additional sort of subtle layering with the colorful synths. What's happening with the filter? Oh, fade out. Well done with that vocal line on the second time leading into the chorus to shake things up a little bit. Beautiful. I like, was that like a fourth harmony or something like that on the end of that second vocal line of the hook? That was a nice interval choice. Alright, beautiful, it's nice and solid, and we've got ourselves a repeat of that main sort of chorus theme. What's going to happen next though? We've had 2 verses and 2 hooks. Nice and into the instrumental section, I dig it. Oh, what? What's happening? We're just kind of grooving and vibing to it, man. I love the 80s vibe throughout this whole entire track. It's just been so, again, very classy. You can tell the production's been done well because there are things that sound very quiet in terms of the loudness of it, but everything comes through because there's space in the mix for even the quiet stuff to be able to breathe. You know, that's clever. You haven't just made everything as loud as each other. You've given stuff space. So So there's certain things that be dominant, some things can't be dominant. I appreciate the sort of masterful sort of performance here in that respect. But yeah, man, Tyler Garrett. Well done to Tyler Garrett, man. That was a pretty solid vocal performance. I liked it both when he had his sort of solo lines and also when he had those vocal harmonies in the chorus. Nice bit of extra kind of depth to those to those bits. The messaging in this is adorable. It's kind. It's loving. Again, it's talking about how, like, you know, you want to have fun, but you also have got your love. And even when things are kind of a bit rocky, you've got each other, and that is a relief. You know what I mean? Like, life is meant to be enjoyed, but it's good to have someone by your side to kind of enjoy it with. You know what I mean? I'd probably need a bit more time with this to kind of get a grasp of like the stuff involved with the verses, because typically when I review stuff, I'm focusing on a whole bunch of different things. But yeah, I would listen to this track because it has replayability factor. It's a nice, catchy tune. That hook is going to be stuck in my head for the rest of the evening. And yeah, again, the mixing and mastering on this was class A act. It's kind of just what you need with a track like this, where you've got a kick of that nature. You need it to kind of pump. You need it to cut through the mix like this without sort of affecting anything else too much. I love this sort of, there was a minimalism in terms of the instrumentation in this. Like, I think there are 4 or 5 different instruments I could count. There didn't really need to be more than that. There didn't need to be sort of additional samples put in. It gave plenty of room for the vocalist in the stereo field, and also added like enough color for it to not seem like you're trying to make it too positive. It was kind of like a bittersweet kind of experience it was brought, but again, like, there was a warmth to it which kind of felt like the loving embrace of someone that you are enamored with. I think finally, I mean, it's weird to listen to the last track of an EP as a song to review, because typically that's kind of when you're wrapping up a concept. This is the final kind of rationalization of the artist in many respects. So what I might do, just to get a little bit sort of context for myself personally, I'm going to listen to the rest of this EP from start to finish, and I'm looking forward to that experience, because if it's been produced and stuff's been written the way it has, I mean, if you just look at that bass line in the chorus, da-da-da-da-da-da-boom, that's quite a playful, busy kind of melody there. For that to go with the vocal line isn't an easy thing to do, but Tyler Garrett made it work. Got a futuristic kind of vibe to it. You know, typically you don't get too much kind of crazy stuff happening with the bass in that end, but we had that here and it was fun. But thank you very much for watching this review of Tyler Garrett's Relief. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please do support Tyler Garrett on his Spotify. Check out his EP Undertow. It sounds pretty dope so far, and I'm looking forward to checking out the rest. Stay cool, stay safe. Please remember to support your local artists. Support? Please remember to support your local artists, musicians at this point in time, as need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on. Just before I go, I'm just trying to think, was there anything else I wanted to say about this track? No, I think I've commented on the skill of the vocalist. I've talked about the melodies they used, and I love the tone of the voice. I've talked about sort of like the bass lines and the instruments. I talked about how much space there was in the composition for like the few elements that were there, and how they weren't overdone or exaggerated. I'm pretty stoked with it. Yeah, I'm pretty sort of well impressed with this single. So cheers, stay cool, see you later. Spider hands out.